everyone. Markets just opened, so we'll just try to see what kind of happens. Hopefully it's a great day. Yesterday wasn't the best day, I would say, but that was in the past. I learned from my mistake, definitely. So we just pretty much won't make that same mistake again. But on the 233, we are in that retracement area, or we kind of just went in that retracement area, and now we're kind of rejecting. So I definitely could have entered short right here on this candle close, but I think it's a little too late now for sure. But it seems like price may want to kind of reject a little bit. Let's see. I don't think I'm gonna take the entry because the 233 candle already closed like way down here. And you can see we are kind of just bouncing back up. Also, we are in the area, you can see that all this low volume right here. So we are in this low volume node area, which I do think might get filled because this was from the data. Yeah, definitely could have entered like here and taken like quick 10 points and stuff, but I think I'm gonna wait a little bit. Also, market just opened. I want to check to see if there is any data being released. Let's see. I know there's data at 5:30, the inflation rate and everything, and CPI as well. So yeah, we have data coming out at 6:45 and at 7. So definitely just need to be wary and be cautious. So I do have that we are like the supply zone area drawn, but I wouldn't say it's anything major, to be honest. I might kind of get rid of it because we already did peak above it. Where? Like over here. So yeah, I'm not gonna enter just quite yet on anything yet. We're just putting on the indicator I've made. Yeah, you see we're kind of bouncing up. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of this old supply, or not old supply zone, but the supply zone that I kind of drew. And I'm just gonna have this not fair value gap, but this, what do you call it? This low volume node area down here. Yeah, I could have taken a short entry and definitely gotten my quick profit, but we're taking it a little easy. We're being patient, a little bit more patient than we need to, but still just being patient. Okay, so that 233 candle that closed like way down here, or actually closed here, was fairly bearish, but now there's another 233 candle that is about to form. Maybe like it's in the next 10 points if we go any higher, or actually within the next 5 points. And it's looking bullish, pretty bullish. We got that cyan color. So yeah, even though there was like kind of a supply zone there, I would say that supply zone was pretty much this area that was kind of being formed, and you can see it's relatively new. There hasn't been anything in this area, so you can see that there's this whole low volume node area. So I wouldn't expect price to just go straight through it. I would expect some sort of reaction, which is exactly what we're having right now. I do have the pre-market point of control in this area. I didn't really check to see like a few minutes before the market to see if it was still there, but it's just something to keep in mind. on the 377, we were on that retracement area. As we can see, we were in that retracement area for sure. But a lot of this movement candle was based off of data. And even if we did play it, there is no entry on the 89 that I see. I do see a lot of buyers trying to step up in here. Looks like a lot actually. 1,000 plus, I think. Yeah, 1,040. And then right below is 240 or 204. So the same thing happened yesterday. And we knew that price just ran like to the upside, like it just started rocketing. So it might do the same, you don't know. Because that 233 candle did just close around the 490 area. So it kind of closed around here. Yeah, it seems like we might want to keep pushing up. Yeah, we're making new highs. We're at like all-time highs pretty much. It's kind of crazy. Kind of makes no sense to me. Especially with like how the economy and everything's going. But then again, like, you know, this is the Nasdaq, so it's based off the tech. Yeah, so I don't see any like opportunity anytime soon, to be honest. Nothing too exciting's happening. You gotta remember that data is gonna be released in like 6 minutes. Yeah, and trying to go long when it's like all, like the highs, to me it's a little sus. Okay, we just reached back into that retracement area on the 144. Let's see if we hold and we get our model. Okay, if we get a couple more up close. Nope, just kidding, we broke the slow, so our model is now invalid. Price may want to drop here. I would say as long as we don't break this high, price might just honestly just keep dropping. Yeah. See? The reason why I say that is because we have this low, then high, then a new low, but this high was not able to break above this high. So then I knew that, you know, it was going to go down for a little bit. I'm not saying it was going to go down like, you know, 100 points or anything, but there was going to be like a little bit of a drop. Let's see if we get our model play here. If we do, this is what the zone I'm looking at. As long as this is not a down close candle. Yeah, it's a down close candle, so I'm gonna remove. Okay, it looks like we'll get a new opportunity potentially here. I do like how, you know, we have a high, then made a new high, we have a low here. Couldn't make that a new low. So now let's just wait for this candle to close. And we want to see a retracement back inside. Close to the upside, that is. Yep, so now let's try to see if we can get that retracement back inside. Which we do. I would like to see it down close. Perfect. I would like to see price hold here now. And I would like to see maybe a close above here. As long as we don't break this box low. Because, you know, I could definitely enter now, but I'm trying to be a little bit more cautious and a little bit, I guess, more safe. So once we get a close up here, I will enter. No close. Still respecting this zone, so I'm still looking for a potential entry. Still respecting it. Okay, now we just broke it, so now instead I might be a little short biased since we have our model here, but it ended up failing. Nothing too special on the 144, to be honest. Let's see if we can try to get a retracement back into this area and then have our model again. If we end up closing above this right here, then we'll have another model entry to the upside. Because we're still in that retracement area on the 144. So I'm gonna draw like a little box just to be aware that it's there. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That was the data that was released at 6:45 that I completely kind of forgot about. Whoa. So let's see what kind of happened. Yeah, this was the zone I was looking at. And yeah, model played out pretty well, I would say. Did it go any higher than this? 28? The highest 34. Okay, we have our model entry right here actually as well. If we can close, get this candle to be a close, I will enter. I want to see a close above here. Didn't quite get it yet. Definitely could have entered down here, which is probably what I would have done. But I'm trying to be very cautious and careful. It's a good thing. I like how we do get a close above this high right here, right there. So now I would like to see price kind of close up here, but I'm not too sure if it will happen or not. Just because we're kind of near highs, and you can see price is kind of going down and everything. I also have these free market point of control right down here at like 370. So it's about 100 points down. This was probably drawn around like 6:10, so maybe like 20 minutes or so before market open. Yeah, now price is starting to go down. It seems like we're gonna be moving down now. I just want to look at something. Where did I first draw the boxes? Right here. And this high was at 35. So you're still just waiting. We do have that data being released at 7 as well. So another 10 minutes. Yeah, we're gonna get a nice, very bearish down close candle here on the 144. almost. Hasn't closed just yet, but it's looking very bearish. It's also important to note that we are in the retracing area for longs on the 377. So I'm just going to be paying attention to the 89R just in case we see something develop on there. 144 still hasn't closed. So maybe it's not as strong to the downside as price was giving. And it could also be due to that low volume node area that we drew out right here. And you can see price has been respecting it pretty well. Like, look at that bounce off of it. So, could still just, as long as we're above that, I would say gotta stay a little bullish. We have our model set up here as well, but we're not in any significant area, I would say. If we break these lows, this low at 464, then we might continue to be a little bearish for a little bit, but we're not getting that. We're kind of getting that bounce up. Still nothing. That had been released in like 6-ish minutes. Just gotta be aware. That 144 candle still hasn't closed. Even though we have been pushing up a little bit, the deltas are showing a lot more bearishness still. Yeah, so still just waiting, nothing really happening. Kind of just consolidating here for the past 5 or so minutes. The 144 candle close to the upside, but with pretty negative order flow, or bearish order flow, I should say. So it might be potential delta trap, like a reversal. Seems like we are kind of coming back into that 233R retracement area. Yeah, we kind of just touched it right here, so I got to be aware of that. Okay, we're rejecting a little bit now. Yeah, you can see by that green box we just touched the retracement area on the 144. But that is going to be released in like a minute or 2 minutes. So I'm not too sure if I would even take an entry here. We might get our model here. Which I would be fine with, because we're on that 377 retracement area as well. But we're up here, we're kind of on 233 retracement area to the downside. So I just gotta be aware of that. Oh, and that is being released in a minute. I'm so tempted to enter.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
Oh, cancel. Break even.
Order filled.
Nice. Unfortunately, my futures one wasn't able to. I wasn't able to take an entry on that one, so we're gonna wait for data to be released and take a potential entry. Switch it around. I got to switch to my funded futures to be the leader account. Oh, I think actually I know why. 7.6, put 5. Yeah, we might have a good area to go long on the 89. But I do want to see something real quick. 18. Let's see here. If I put a buy limit order there.
Order submitted.
Nope. We're all good.
Order canceled.
Okay, yeah, I figured it out. Dang, that's unfortunate. Oh well. So we need to break above this high, and we'll have a model entry on the 89. I'm just gonna draw it out. And let's switch the color to the 89. Yeah, so it seems like we will want to keep pushing up. 233, oh no. For the 89, it's supposed to be 377. But the 233 candle did close to the upside just now, which is fine, but it closed with like some negative delta. 377 has a lot of red order flow. $89 still hasn't closed above just quite yet. If we're not able to keep pushing higher, then this trade idea is canceled. All right, yeah, it's canceled. So I'm gonna get rid of this. So it wasn't able to close above like the swing high. It just kind of wicked above it right here. So for me, it's no longer valid. I don't really want to take an entry. I could still go long though, for sure. Because I could have waited. Once I saw this opportunity here, I probably could take another long with the stop just below here. But I didn't see that opportunity. I'm going to put this to 44 because I'm going to be switching to the MNQ on the mindfulness futures because we don't really need to risk it. I don't want to risk it on the minis because we only need $100 profits. So oh well. We are on that retracement area to the downside on the 233, but I don't see my model entry, so not gonna do anything about that. Seems like market doesn't know which way it wants to go right now. Being a little indecisive. Okay, are we gonna push higher, break new highs? Whoa, yeah, we broke new highs. That was very quick. $377 candle still isn't close to the upside. And it does have a lot more negative delta to it. Yeah, we're just kind of waiting. We're not in an interesting area for me, to be honest. If we would come down to the 515 area, that'd be good, and then I could look for a model entry there to the upside. But I also wouldn't mind if we just kind of retrace more to the downside. Okay, we're close to that 515 area. So the reason why I say that is because there's just a high volume node area around that price. So if we can get our model here, that'd be good. Okay, let's see if we can get a push down before we keep pushing up. But definitely just gotta be mindful because we are kind of at the highs. Definitely not my favorite to try to go long the highs, to be honest. So we have my model set up here. I would say as long as we don't really break this high and we are able to close down here, it wouldn't be too bad for shorts, to be honest. But that's if we don't get my model from this bounce right here. So we'd have to close above this high for my model to be valid to the long side. But if we close below here, I might take a jab at the shorts and have my stop just be above this high. Alright, I'm gonna draw up my zone for the long side just as a precaution. Let's see. We keep pushing higher, then we'll get that breakout right up, like right around here, around the 38. As long as we don't make a new low on this candle. Okay, we get that close to the upside. We are able to almost break that high. Just waiting for that 21R to kind of close. Okay, we get that close. Let's see if we get it close to the upside.
Order submitted.
So I'm in, stop just below here. Pretty much where it's at is fine. So I'm looking for a break of new highs. Let's see if we can get that. I don't know, I may actually try to exit at break even. Oh, the 89 are actually just closed. So we might be fine. Let's see if this 21 range if we can get another quick pop up. If 21R shows more downside potential, I might manually close out. Okay, we're getting that push. Let's get a little bit stronger of a push. That's all we need. Okay, we were able to get that up close now, but the 21R wasn't able to show any dominance to the upside yet. We're kind of around that break-even area. I might put my stop to below this low. I just need to see more of a push on the 21R, but we're not getting that, so I might manually close. Yeah. If we can get back here, maybe I'll close. Yeah, I'm gonna close.
Order filled.
And maybe re-enter actually, cause yeah. might go take a position to the short side. Just because we were able to close below here, and I'm not a big fan of that. So I might enter short and stop above the highs if we are able to come back into here and reject this area.
Order submitted.
But instead of 10 points, we might aim for 20. So at 015. Stops just above this high. Let's see. Yeah, I think that should be a good target area. We should probably take a little bounce around here. So I don't know if I'll get filled on the dot. And you can see we already broke this low, so it's already invalid. Wait. This low is at 20.75. This low is at 20.5. Yeah, so we broke that low, so it's invalid. So now we kind of just wait. What I would love to see is for us to break below this low. We might start pushing up actually. Just gotta be patient and wait to see what happens. This is down close. I'm feeling good about it. Yeah, I feel good about it. If we can break this low right here, this low as well as this blue line here, if we can break below that, should be good. Right now I'm kind of targeting 1-to-1. If this is a nice orange down close candle, then it should be good. I do see a tiny bit of buyers down here. You can see right there that try to step in. All right, nice. Let's get that breakdown to the 01 level. Might secure a little bit higher. Might have to go break even. Or actually I'll bring my stop to just about above here. Yeah, this is what I'm targeting. If we get pretty close, I'm gonna have my stop loss and profit. I'm tempted to move my stop to break even, to be honest. Yeah, let's see what happens. Let's see if we can reject this area. If we can get a nice rejection here, that'd be great. Let's see. 21 hours looking decent. We just need this candle close on 21 hour. Nice, we got that candle close. So I might bring my stop actually to just above this high. Oh, we're very close.
Order filled.
I'm gonna manually close.
Target filled.
Nice. Close.
Order filled.
Okay, good. Let's see. Okay, so we are above break even for sure. Definitely would have preferred quick dub. I might have to try to look for another trade opportunity on the my-funded futures. We're still shy. But yeah, look, this is a great spot to secure. I was thinking about securing here, to be honest. But right where we kind of secured is where there's a high volume node. And wow, yeah, we secured at a great spot. I do think there's still room to touch the 50 level. So I could just, enter. Which is what I might do. Psych. Not yet. I'm waiting for this 21R to show a little bit more room to the downside. Then I'll take another entry. Oh, dang, I was a little too late. If we could come back up into here. I don't know if we're gonna get that entry that I was looking for. It's fine. Not worried about it at all. The 89R is about to close to the downside if we can push a little bit lower. Hasn't closed yet. Need a little bit more of a push to the downside. But if this candle closes blue, like the cyan color, then it could be a potential reversal. Yeah. Here, it might have a tough time trying to get below here. We might just touch the 50 and then have a bounce up. 89 did close to the downside though, which is good. So I would like to see a retracement into here. Somewhere around here. I'm saying we might bounce at that 50 level, which is just right about down here. Because there is a low volume node there. Yeah, I'm really just looking for the one more trade. Mainly just for my funded futures account. If we are able to hold below this 490 level, so kind of just below here, then we can see more downside to like the 440s. But like if we get this up close candle here, then we'll have my model again. Where's this level come from? From there. Why is it so far drawn out? Okay, yeah, we got that close. So let's see if we about to get that retracement back into the 89 area. Let's see if we can respect that area to the downside. If we're gonna close below here, I think we probably will be going to the downside. Might take that entry, even though we are at that low volume node area. Wow, yeah, you see, I would have gotten my, called it. But yeah, definitely too late to enter now. Still just looking for that one opportunity on the for the My Funded Futures account. We just need $100. If I wasn't trading on the mini or the micros, then definitely would have had it by now, but I'm just being cautious with it since we had that rough day yesterday. I mean, obviously if we didn't take this entry here, but you know, it's a good thing that I exited earlier instead of having my stop loss like another 10 points down. So I'm content with it. And I went to shorts because I saw that, you know, we were kind of switching. We were able to close below this low, which I definitely did not like. So then I just exited the position. Right now we are on the 233 area for some upside potential. If this is a down close candle though, I might be tempted to go short. No, we broke this high. So I'm going to draw out the zone for the 55 that we should be aware of. Nothing's happened yet, but we're just drawing it out. Alright, we're able to close above it on the 34 as well as the 55. This is an interesting area. It's part of like a low volume node, like a tiny one. So it's interesting to see what price will want to do here.
Order submitted.
Right, I'm in. Didn't want to think twice about it. Looking for a nice little tiny push up. 5 points for break even. Maybe I'll move my stop loss actually to below here. It's fighting right now. It doesn't know which way it wants to go. Right now it's kind of deciding if it wants to go past this low volume node. If this is a... Oh, I'm closing.
Order filled.
I didn't like this pattern right here. I'm gonna wait for the 55 to close. If we close below here, then I'll take an entry to the shorts. Definitely should have waited to take an entry. Might enter.
Order submitted.
Stop just below this low. I'm gonna try to go for 20 points. Might actually have a little hard time getting past here above the high. Actually, I might have to secure here the 10 points. I might go to break even actually. Yeah, I'm putting my stop to break even. I'd like to see a strong push to the 09 area. Stop below this low. Just have a bigger push up. Might manually close.
Order filled.
I just manually closed. Okay, I might just call it honestly and just be pretty much break even on my funded futures account, but we are in profit on the take profit accounts. I definitely just entered way too early here for sure. I might have an opportunity for a long. This high is at 03.5. So I'm going to switch to the 55. So you can see we're able to close above this high. If this is an up close candle, I might take a shot to the longs. Actually, I might take a shot to the longs right now, actually. Or if we can get back down to 96 area, maybe.
Order submitted.
And then my stop is going to be below here. Once we get to that 5 points, though, break even. Break even.
Order filled.
Oh, we're 20 bucks away. It would have gotten filled. I should have just waited. I only need 20 more bucks, which is just like 1 point on the Nasdaq on the minis. Yeah, the reason why I entered this position was because we were able to also close above here, so I was able to get that second entry in. Yeah, so what I might do is we only need the 20 points, which is just 1 point. Or $28, which is just 1 point. So what is this micro scalp about? 8. Let's go with 5 ticks. I gotta be smart about where to take this entry. It seems like we actually just got into the... Oh no, never mind. I was gonna say, it looks like on the 377, we were in that retracement zone and we had our model play, but we already had a low made previously and we were not able to break that low. $144 candle's about to close fairly bullish. We're coming up in that retracement area though on the 377 or 233, I mean. There isn't much volume up here. See, if this closes blue and the 144 is able to close blue, I might take that quick entry. $144 hasn't closed blue yet.
Order submitted.
Took that entry right there.
Target filled.
Target filled, nice. Alright, perfect. We're at literally $100.32. Perfect. Okay, yeah. So with that, we're definitely gonna be done for the day. You know, we're up on all of our accounts, which is good. It's a nice, you know, little boost, especially after like a day like yesterday. So we're back on track, which is fine. You know, just you gotta stick to your model, stay true to yourself, and you know, things will end up working out well. So I'll do a little recap video on my trades today, and maybe like I'll do another recap video, like a tiny one based off my mistake from yesterday. And yeah, so just stick true to your model, and you know, everything should be fine. Peace.